Oh my goodness. Cannot believe I went live and I forgot to unmute. So let's go back to the beginning. So I'm just saying, rewind. Hi everyone. Basically, I'm coming today with a really short one today because I know the football's on. So wherever you are in the world, you'll probably want to enjoy and watch that. So I'm going to make this super quick. So this is basically an Advent music tune called 12 Days. 12 Days of Christmas. It's not like the 12 Days of Christmas that you'll know from the major song, but basically this is a really nice Christmassy tune which I have bounced and made into a video because Logic was playing up earlier on today and I wanted to make sure that there was no crashes this time. So I am onward and upward in looking into those issues, but of course it's been a super busy day, so I've not been able to crack the issue. You'll also notice behind me some of my acoustic panels have been starting to fall off the wall because it's so cold in here, and basically it's one of these things I'm going to have to sort over Christmas. Some good wall spray glue rather than me using tacks would probably be quite a good idea, so I'm going to be looking into that as well. But without much further ado, do enjoy. And I hear Solarhawk's in. Hello Solarhawk, good to see you again. Good to see you on here on the live again. Sorry about the sound issue at the very beginning. I was too keen to get started with the video today, so but it's good to see you. So here we go. Without much further ado, let's not delay anymore. Let's hit you straight with the amazing Christmas 12 Days of Christmas. Here we go. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for the comments as well. So I've got Solarhawk in here. He has caught me at last. Now he's been super faithful. I'm assuming it's a he. I could be completely misgendering, so I apologise. They are absolutely here with every single Advent so far. They've been here for the last 4 days commenting, and so make sure that you do the same, and I'll feature your comment on the screen. And of course it's good to be able to do this. I'm actually using an iPad, which I've talked quite a lot about on the channel and also on Mobile Livestream Success YouTube channel. You might want to check those out. And yeah, so I've got quite a few libraries I was using. I was using a mixture of East-West for the choirs, Hollywood Choir, and the rest were Spitfire audio libraries. Yes, it was Opus, and so Opus was the play engine, not the play engine, that was the engine I was using to be able to play those sound libraries there, so it was really good. I kind of really only use East-West choirs now because you can type in your own words and then it will sing it. So the words that were actually being sung in that particular example was Hosanna in Excelsis, which you would have heard around this kind of scene here. So if you want to go back in here. And the stock footage I just picked up from Pixabay and other places like that, so to create a nice wintry scene based around where I was geographically, but also in the style of West Side Story. So as well, that was one I wanted to be able to do as well. So I'm glad you think it sounds great. Fantastic. So as I say, this is purely a fantastic way to kind of get involved by commenting on the screen, and I will read out everyone. If you are commenting live or even after the video, I will comment on those. And there's lots of links down below as well, which I have left for you to be able to have a look around the kind of things that I'm doing, links to other videos, links to other playlists that I think you'll be interested in doing. So make sure that you do that, have a good look around. And I'm slowly and steadily getting some more consistency back in the channel, because it has been quite a busy summer and into autumn, and then obviously we're going to be in winter soon, so there's quite a lot going on. So hopefully you will be here tomorrow for day 5. There's another Christmas tune that I've got ready for you, and I'll probably be doing these in the evening UK time, which will probably be morning to mid-morning lunchtime if you're in the east side of America or whatever. And so these are kind of the times that I probably find it most convenient just after tea here, and so that should be quite cool. So so what problems have you had with yours then, Solarhawk? If you want to type them in, that will be interesting. The word builder is really good plugin. I won't be loading Logic today because I had a little bit of problems even with this track. I was really struggling to play. So yeah, let me know the problems, and if you want to, you can always comment after the fact, and I'll try and do my best to answer in a comment as well. So sometimes I find it's usually memory. Other examples, I usually find it's where you store the libraries. So sometimes you can store your library on an external SSD, for example, and if you've maybe not told east-west plugin where these are stored, sometimes it can have a problem loading them up. I used to have all my libraries on an external hard disk, an actual physical disk with moving parts, and since moving to SSD I've noticed a massive change, much quicker to seek those sounds and to play them. The only issue I'm finding is because my computer hard disk is full, because I do quite a lot of video work and a lot of editing. Sometimes I'm finding that is causing the problems, so it's kind of getting a bit cluttered, but I keep decluttering every single time, and yeah, it's sort of quite fascinating. So but yes, so it's quite it's a bit of a trial and error. I do have a second computer which I use for video editing and sort of much more higher end stuff, but I've not yet moved over to that. I don't want to kind of obliterate audio and video work on the same machine, kind of keep them separate. So but it looks like there could be time for me to move from one to the other. By the way, just let me know if the mic audio is a bit hot. Compared to yesterday, I kind of turned it down slightly yesterday. Today I've sort of turned it back up again because I was singing, so I didn't want it to be too loud in your ears, but let me know if it is distorting and I will fix that for tomorrow. So yes, so I hope you enjoyed today's Advent, and that was 12 Days of Christmas. As ever, the full versions of these will be available over to those who support me on Patreon, so the links for that are below this video as well. So yeah, you're right, I think. I mean, depending on what system you're running Solarhawk, you'll probably find that the east-west libraries, because they're a lot older, will tend to struggle a bit more on some systems compared to others. I mean, I'm using a Mac that's 2014, and I have so far had no problems with it, and that's running Mojave. I've not used it on the newer operating systems yet. I've kind of resisted, to be fair, because some of these organizations, some of these companies can take a bit longer to try and fix any sound library issues that they might have on newer operating systems. So I tended to sort of hold back there, really, to be honest. But yeah, I've so far so good. It's just not memory and space for me. That's the issue. So I might over Christmas migrate to my second computer, which is slightly faster, more really for video editing work. So it might be forcing my hand to move over. So yeah, cool. I'm glad you liked it. So thank you everyone who's tuned in. I'm going to let you all go. There is a big football match, as you all know, for those of you who are supporting those countries, wherever you are in the world. Enjoy that. I'm going to be, yes, my son wants to go and enjoy it, so I'm going to be sitting with him and watching this match. So yes, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for all your comments. Thanks very much for supporting the channel. If you want to, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow. See you on the 5th. Take care.